Hello everybody, this is Hussein Muswi and this is SIT 107 task 10.2 data collection. Coming to the introduction part, the basic idea was to make a system which would consist of Arduino and various kinds of sensors like motion sensor, LDR sensor, sound sensor. This system would be placed in a room, particularly a bathroom, and when someone enters this room, the motion sensor detects the motion and the LDR sensor checks if there is some natural light present in the room or no. When there is motion and there is no natural light present in the room, the sensor light would go on. But if there is motion and there is natural light present in the room, the sensor light won't go on. This system would also have a sound sensor which will be placed beside the toilet, beside the flush, which will detect the splash sound from the flush and will make the spray can, which is the air freshener spray can, which is connected to the system, go on. The sensing part would be that we needed different kinds of sensors in Arduino. The thinking part was that we had to think how these different parts would connect and how the code would work. The acting part would be that we practically made a prototype, demonstrated it in front of our tutor, and tested it using the code. The primary hardware parts that we required were Arduino, a sound sensor, an LDR sensor, and a PIR motion sensor. We used other equipment such as a breadboard and jumper wires, etc. etc. So this is a picture of the prototype that we made and demonstrated in front of our tutor. As you can see, we made use of the breadboard and jumper wires and connected the sensors to the Arduino. This is the link to the code that actually powers the whole project. Coming to the data collection, the data was collected from 1st October 2018 7:44 p.m. till 2nd October 2018 6:45 a.m. The data was collected for a period of 11 hours. The data collected was then put into graphs and charts to find out the activity pattern. We made the charts and graphs to make it easier to understand. Coming to the activity patterns, here is the first chart. As you can see, this shows various information about the sensors and the states of sensors. We can see that on the right side there is color coding that shows the state of the status of the sensors. In the chart given here, we can see that uh, it's 7:44 p.m. right now in this chart, and the room is dark and there is no motion and there is no sound. That means nobody is present in the room. That's why there is no necessary reaction. In this chart, we can see that it's 8:44 8:44 p.m. and the dark blue boxes represent that the room is dark and there is some motion. So that means the sensor light turns on and there is no sound. That means there is someone present in the room, due to which the sensor light went on, but he or she has not used the flush. That's why there is no sound detected. In this chart, which is a segment of the previous chart, we can see that it's 8:10 p.m. and the green boxes here shows that uh, the room was already dark, that is, there was no natural light present in the room, and somebody might have entered the room that made the motion sensor go active, and it shows that the sound sensor also went active. That means that somebody might have used a flash which made the sound sensor go for a yes, and this might have caused the air freshener can to go on as well. When we see this chart, we can see that the pink boxes represents bright, inactive, and no. The date is 2nd October 2018, and the time is 6:25 a.m. So as we can see that the room is already bright and there is no motion and there is no sound. That's why there is no necessary action. Here in this chart we can see that it's 2nd October and 6:36 a.m. The room is already bright. That means there is natural light present in the room, and somebody might have entered the room that made the sound motion sensor go active, and there is some sort of sound that is the flush sound, and that's why it shows a yes for the sound sensor. That means it's the daytime and somebody might have used the flash. So this is how the data turned out for our data collection file, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much.